go, baby. Happy Friday. Welcome to Degen Alpha. My name is Taco. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. Oh, man, the sun is shining. The crypto markets are doing pretty well today. We'll check it out. We're going to check out the top stories. Potentially a Solana deadline ETF for today. Maybe a huge pump is going to come next. I mean, I got my Solana bags packed. I hope you do too. Let's jump right into it. Let's get the chat up. That is not the right screen. Here it is. All right. Let's go back one more time here. Boom. Now we're in the live stream room. All right. Thomas Lean. Hi from Norway. What is going on? Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. All right. So this is Degen Alpha. Let's get the page up and running. Give us a follow over here at Degen Alpha Show. We're live on X and on YouTube Monday through Friday. Different times throughout the week, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am hosting the Roundtable Space account. I'm playing Web3 games, the top Web3 games in the space. So usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday at around 4 o'clock, 4:30, I'll go live on Degen Alpha. But while we're here, give us a follow. Crypto_Taco01 is my personal. And then, of course, the Degen Alpha Show. We are live right now. Join our Telegram channel and follow us on YouTube. We're getting so close to 20,000 subscribers. I could smell it. I could smell it. I could taste it too. Tastes pretty good. All right. Yeah, so join our Telegram channel. We got it right here. I actually need to post that we're live. That would help. All right, let's get that link. Boom. All right. Now we are live. And our Telegram channel is growing. We're up to 208 members. I just did a giveaway for an Arculus. I actually had to go to the post office today so I could mail that thing out. We also have the Degeneracy tab where the community and myself post different tokens that we're looking at, meme coins, or we're helping each other out. Degen Alpha is all about, blockchain knowledge, crypto knowledge, Web3 knowledge, knowing how to do on-chain activities, DeFi, staking, liquid staking, using the actual blockchains and the actual protocols instead of just having your crypto on exchanges, because that's no fun. You don't technically own it. You have the right to it. But let's say the exchange goes bankrupt. You will not be able to get your crypto out of there. And you'll fall into an FTX situation where, I don't know, it's been like a year or two since FTX went bankrupt, and I believe people are starting to get their money back. CW and Digital K, he was the first like. Yeah, thank you. Hit that like button. I think it helps the YouTube algorithm. That's what streamers like myself like to say. I have no idea though. YouTube I don't think it likes sharing our content, because Degen Alpha, degenerate. We're technically not degenerates. We are degens, not degenerates. We are smart degens. We are smart crypto users. And yeah, if you want to get more knowledge, jump into the Telegram. We also have the airdrop channel. So we're claiming our Jupiter airdrop. A bunch of people in the community. A few people had some questions, but we helped them out. Taco trading in TA. I don't trade too often. I'm more of a long-term swing trader, like months to years. But I do have like dry powder and a trading bag of, I trade on Solana. So I did post this for Griffane when it was at a 300 million market cap with a price target of over half a billion. And I believe Griffane has actually done that. Let's open it up. Let's see where Griffane is at today. I believe it got up there, but it's right now at a 448 million market cap. Come on, guys. That is almost to the damn dollar, I called it, with my TA line on this specific deck screener chart. So, hey, if you took that trade, that was 177% gain. We were talking about Griffane all the way down here at like a sub 100 million market cap. So good on you if you got in. Big Tip Shark, what is going on? Blockchain Kung Fu. Yeah, exactly. That's what we are here. All right, let's check out the current crypto markets. Let's see where we're at. Bitcoin sitting at $105,000. up 1.77% today. Ethereum is at $3,333, up 2.63%, but down on the hourly. I think Vitalik, a light bulb went off in his head, and maybe he should start posting more bullishly about his chain. And I think he's actually starting to wake up and do that. So I do have an update coming to Ethereum too. One of these stories up here. I'll get to it. XRP still above $3, $3.11. Tether $1, like that. Solana at 258. So 17.74% gain over the last 7 days. On Polymarket, which is a betting platform tailored towards crypto, but I mean, we bet on the election and we won because we bet on Trump. So they have a whole bunch of different things you could bet on. But let's see what the current bet is on a Solana ETF. I bet it's at like 90+%. Polymarket. All right, polymarket.com, the world's largest prediction market. Vitalik is a smartard. Yeah, didn't he post like retardio or something? I still don't fully understand the whole meme behind like retardio. I don't know. It's like, it has something to do with like the Miladies. The Miladies being a NFT. We're jumping around today. That's all right. It's Friday. Milady Maker is one of them. I think I noticed a few. So here's one of them. Something to do with like, I think they even have retardio. Retardio. Yeah, retardio cousins are worth 10.5 Solana. So yeah, it's tying into this whole type of Milady art. I mean, 10 Solana, that's like $2,500. It's a lot of money. All right, so where was I? I was over at Polymarket. All right, so let's see Solana. Solana ETF. King Koopa. What up, Taco? What up, Degens? Hope everyone is doing well. Solana ETF approved by by July 31st. So in 7 days, let's see what this is at. All right, so this is at a 57% chance. In the beginning of December of last year, it was up to a 76% chance. All right, so let's see what the Solana ETF approval by the end of within the year 2025. Let's see. Hey, I was pretty close. I said over 90%. We're at 89% right now. So, I mean, I'd say, again, people bet, they put their money where their mouth is. So, I think this is more than likely coming this year. I would have liked to have seen this up a little higher because I think one of the deadlines is today. So let's go through some of the Actually, first, let's see what's pumping the most. Lido, liquid staking and staking on Ethereum. I do have one of these breakdowns up here. I think Donald Trump either has 230 million or over $300 million worth of Ethereum. And part of that is ST Ethereum. So Lido staked Ethereum. So I guess you could say people are starting to become more bullish on DeFi and the different use cases within Ethereum. There you see Jupiter is up 9% today, 2% down over the last hour, but that's all right. I think Jupiter is going to be in the multiple billions. If not, I think it could get up to as high as like a Uniswap valuation. They just came out their airdrop. I went over. So if you are not sure how to get your airdrop, you can jump into our Telegram channel, go to airdrops, and make sure you go to the official link. Jupuary.jupe.ag. Don't connect your wallet or do anything to a scam website that is not that link. I don't want you to lose your crypto. Ondo up. Ondo. Donald Trump's team owns that. Right. Athena up. Donald Trump's team owns Athena as well. Curve. We have a few Curve positions open, so I love seeing that up. Not having a great week. And neither is Pepe or Jasmine or Optimism. Not too much on Optimism, but some big downturns for one of the biggest meme coins, Pepe, and Curve DAO token, which is one of the main rewards that you receive for any kind of activity on the Curve protocol. All right, Hedera is up slightly, and now everything is kind of up slightly. Say up. I still want Say to get above $1. What else? What else? All right. All right, yeah, let's go to our stories. Alrighty. Yeah, big day. Solana ETF decision is due today. All right. This is a wild story. This is David Baland. He is co-founder of Ledger, one of the biggest companies in crypto. So Ledger is a cold storage solution. Mountain magnets. Yeah, I do hear that. I saw a story about people buying like iPhones that have TikTok installed. But man, people love their TikTok. They're addicted to that thing. I think they were selling for like $53,000. TikTok, iPhones, eBay. Let's see. All right. iPhones with TikTok installed list for thousands of dollars. iPhone with TikTok app for 14K sells on eBay. What the hell? I'll go to TikTok right now. Isn't it still active? Let's see. I barely use TikTok. I mean, I have TikTok. I don't know why these people are freaking out. It's insane. Insane. What a world we live in. All right. All right, so this is a wild story. This week he was kidnapped and tortured. Here's the full story of what happened and why it's a wake-up call for everyone in crypto. PSA, if you have made it in crypto, I would try and stay under the radar. Don't flaunt your wealth and showcase your gains to the world, because I mean, you become a target. Before Ledger, David launched ChronoCoin in 2014. He let people buy Bitcoin with a credit card and have it delivered to their door on a hardware wallet. That's actually pretty crazy. When demand exploded, David had an idea. Why not sell our hardware wallets? And that's how Ledger was born. Within a year, David and his 7 co-founders raised $1.3 million. Ledger kept growing, becoming the hardware wallet for crypto. By 2018, they had sold over 1 million wallets, securing their place as an industry leader. But with success came bigger challenges and a big old target on your back. As the company grew, so did the funding. They raised $575.3 million. Holy shit. Over the years, becoming one of the best funded crypto companies ever. But all the eyes were on them now, and not all attention was good. I mean, if you guys were around in 2018, 2019, 2020, Ledger, I believe there was like a massive, I guess, like it was like a back door almost into Ledgers, which that is not supposed to be like a thing, especially within a wallet, a hardware wallet that's supposed to store your crypto offline. Like warm wallets or hot wallets are considered like MetaMask Phantom. Cold wallets are considered like an Arculus or a Ledger or a Trezor. All right, so yeah, it wasn't all good. Here's their funding: 109 million there, 380 million there, 3 million, 75 million, 7 million. So you can see some of the people that invested. See if any of them are still around. Digital Currency Group. Don't really recognize any of these other. Draper Dragon. No, don't really recognize any of these. Morgan Creek Digital. That kind of rings a bell. I didn't believe in the Silk Road. I should have. What were you? What would you want to have bought on there? I actually no, I won't. I'll save that story for another time. But I used. All right, this is how much I'll share. I used I don't want to say a dark web website, but it was not your average website. And I had to purchase what I wanted to purchase with Bitcoin. And funny enough, I never got what I ordered and they stole my Bitcoin. I wonder what that would have been worth today, because it was definitely over 0.5. I do remember that. Man, that sucks. David stepped back from Ledger in 2021 to work on 2 new startups. Lee Centre and Ocel both aim to bring museums and art into Web3 plus VR. Seemed like a fresh start for him. But his connection to Ledger was impossible to leave behind. Spoofers using my phone number. Google spoofing if you're unsure. Please note that I do not work at Ledger anymore, that I never call anyone. I hate phone calls. So what was happening? Was he receiving, were other people receiving phone calls claiming to be him? That's scary. In the meantime, David enjoyed the fruits of his success. He posted photos of his new house online, a move most wouldn't think twice about. But in crypto, flexing can have consequences. So this is what I'm saying. And this week, those consequences turned terrifying. Divorce, bad. New sexy home, all for myself, good. Okay, so he got a divorce. On Tuesday morning, David and his wife, or maybe he didn't get a divorce. I really don't know. That's kind of maybe it was in the past. Oh yeah, 2020. On Tuesday morning, David and his wife were kidnapped in Vierzon, France. The kidnappers had one goal, ransom. But what happened next was straight out of a nightmare. They separated David and his wife, driving them to different locations. The criminals demanded ransom from another Ledger co-founder and used WhatsApp accounts linked to Southeast Asia to avoid tracking. The stakes were rising fast. Investigators sent one Bitcoin to buy time while tracking the kidnappers. Meanwhile, rumors of the kidnapping began to swirl online. But what the police found next was even worse. On Wednesday, police stopped a stolen car linked to the crime. They arrested the driver and tracked another phone to this location, a town nearby. Inside, they found David alive but mutilated. Broken doors and windows to enter simultaneously in housing. Windows, online retail housing on the quay around 3 p.m. All right, this is in another language. The kidnappers had cut off one of David's fingers. They sent a video of his hand to Ledger as proof, demanding more ransom. It was a brutal message, but they wouldn't stop until they got what they wanted. On Thursday, police tracked David's wife to a car south of Paris. She was bound but unharmed. That's good. With both of them rescued, the nightmare was finally over, but the scars would last forever. French authorities arrested 10 suspects, 9 men and 1 woman, aged 20 to 40. They were part of a larger criminal organization, but this kidnapping sends a message to everyone in crypto. Your wealth makes you a target. So yeah, stay safe out there. Hopefully that, I just hope that no crypto founders or anybody dies. I mean, wouldn't that be the best thing to hope? Oh well. Let's just hope for no more death in any crypto founders or within the president's, like the Trump administration or Trump himself or anybody. Like, come on, guys. We only have one life here. Vitalik Buterin aims to boost Ethereum to 10,000 transactions per second by 2026, projecting an annual burn of 713,000 Ethereum. Let's see what that is at current market prices. I just put in ETH on my search bar by accident. All right, so 3333 was the price that we read. Let's times that by 713,000. All right, so they want to burn 2.3 billion. So Ethereum is already being burned. Every single transaction, a little chunk of it, very, very little chunk of it gets burned. So I went over this before. The more activity on Ethereum, the more Ethereum gets burned, and it's making it deflationary. The less activity on Ethereum, the less Ethereum gets burned, it becomes inflationary because new Ethereum are always being released. What is the average? What is the average ETH emissions daily? Wow, I can spell great, can't I? Well, let's see. The average daily ETH emissions has significantly changed following the ETH merge. According to recent data after the merge, Ethereum daily issuance under proof of stake is approximately 2,344 per day. What is this number, though? The average burn rate since EIP 1559 has been reported to be around 4,464 ETH per day. So there is your metric right there. On an average day, that is how much is being produced. And also on the average day, that is how much is being like reduced from the supply, making it deflationary. It's almost about half. Yeah, and that's before the merger. So that's not necessarily a gigantic number, but we can do more calculations here. So let's see, 2, 3, 4, 4 times 3, 3, 3, 3. So about 7.8 million gets released per day. 4, 4, 6, 4 times 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oops. But over half of that is burned every single day. And then times that by 365. So 5.4 billion gets burned every single year. And what did he say he wanted to do? Well, I mean, that's 7,130. What was that number again? So, I mean, I don't know if the Grok is accurate. I don't know if Grok is accurate then, or if this is accurate. Because if we're going by what Grok says, this is already met. What about Elon hating on Sam Altman? Yeah. What is it? Was it Stargate? Stargate they're making? Let's see. Elon Musk calls out Sam Altman and OpenAI.
Reality is not concerned.
How concerned is Sam Altman about annihilation, do you think?
I think in reality he is not concerned about it. I don't trust OpenAI. I started that company as a non-profit open source. The open in OpenAI, I named the company.
Yeah.
OpenAI as an open source. And it is now extremely closed source and maximizing profit. I don't understand how you actually go from being an open source non-profit to a closed source for maximum profit organization.
Well, but Sam Altman got rich, though, didn't he?
At various points he's claimed not to be getting rich, but he's claimed many things that were false. And now apparently he's going to get $10 billion of stock or something like that. I don't trust Sam Altman, and I don't think we want to have the most powerful AI in the world controlled by someone who is not trustworthy.
That seems like a fair concern.
Yeah.
But you don't think, as someone who knows him and has dealt with him, that he is worried about the possibility this could get out of control and hurt people?
He will say those words, but no.
There is Sam Altman right there. So, I mean, this is kind of scary. Yeah, Elon Musk co-created OpenAI, open source, not for profit. Now it's closed source for profit. I actually canceled my ChatGPT account. I mean, I have Grok now, which I get for having an account on X, a verified account on X. All right, Solana-based Meteora becomes the protocol with the highest fees generated in the past 24 hours. So with everybody trading Trump earlier this week, a lot of people were trying to jump on the Meteora liquidity pool bandwagon to start generating fees. I believe it was either on Tuesday or maybe it was Wednesday. I went over how to enter into a Meteora liquidity pool to earn fees on trading. But also in the degeneracy tab in the Telegram, the pinned tweet is Easy Eats Bodega. It's about a 10-minute video of him explaining how to add liquidity to a Meteora DLMM, dynamic liquidity market maker. So yeah, this is pretty much expected, right? All right, so here is more about this. All right, so Ethereum, Vitalik aims to boost Ethereum. And here's the next major upgrade for Ethereum. Pectra, a tentatively scheduled to go live in mid-March, which that means that it could be pushed. And these kind of upgrades have been pushed in the past. So this will be Ethereum's largest upgrade in history as measured by number of EIPs, features included. Here's the breakdown. EIP 7702 set EOA account code. I mean, this is kind of nerdy stuff. This is probably the most anticipated EIP of the Pectra upgrade, as it brings with it a major change to Ethereum's user transaction flow via account abstraction, transaction bundling, gas sponsorship, asset recovery, and more. It's all coming with this new EIP. Say goodbye to things like approve, swap flow. Now it can all happen in a single transaction. Thank God. Thank God. For somebody like new to on-chain Ethereum transactions, when you get this first transaction that wants you to approve the spending of your tokens, might confuse the shit out of you. And you might just go, what the hell is this? Is this a scam? No, it's just a stupid feature built into Ethereum. You want to do a swap? Okay, you have to approve the token to be spent first. Okay, now you can swap. 2 freaking transactions for just swapping from, I don't know, USDT into Pepe. But apparently this is going to make it just one single transaction, so you don't have to do that stupid 2-tier transactions, because in all honesty, that takes time. That takes time. Let's say you're trying to get into a meme coin on Ethereum, which nowadays not many Ethereum meme coins are launched on the Ethereum mainnet. But let's say you do, and you want to buy that token as fast as you can. Nope, you have to approve the token to be spent first, and then you can buy the token. Or vice versa. If you want to sell the token, you have to approve the token to be spent, and then you can actually do your swap. Increase the max effective balance. Currently, Ethereum validators are at max 32 ETH per validator, but once EIP 7251 goes live, the maximum will be increased to 2,048 per validator. This means that staking rewards can be automatically added to a validator no matter how small. So let's say you have 32 ETH and you're getting rewards. You can actually have that rewards added to your balance instead of, I guess, another place where it's not earning anything. No need to wait to earn 32 ETH to spin up another validator to earn rewards. So it's kind of like auto compounding. And many validators controlled by a single node operator can be consolidated down, which takes a huge load off the network. I guess like diversifying the amount of nodes. EIP 7691, blob throughput increase. Blobs have been at capacity for many months now, which has limited scalability for rollups, layer 2s, and increased transaction fees for users. So this is pretty much to do with Base, as well as, I guess you could say, Ethereum, who is the mainnet. So yeah, they increased the capacity, I guess, to make it simpler amount of transactions that can get into a single block. So that has been at like max capacity, and it's almost, again, like supply and demand. You don't want to make it too big and only fill up like a quarter of the block, a quarter of the blob. All right, so with EIP 7691, the blob count will increase from 3x6 to 6x9, giving increased scalability for rollups and cheaper fees for users. Do I want to go through every single one of these? Yeah, sure, why not? EIP 7623 increases call data cost. Rollups can now use either blobs or call data to store their data, and we typically see them switching between the two depending on what's cheapest. All right, this is not intended behavior, as we want rollups using blobs exclusively. So with EIP 7632, the cost of using call data is going up for rollups that use it to post data while remaining the same for regular L1 users. All right, now I don't want to go through this anymore, so I will leave the remaining of this in the Degeneracy tab. What's coming for Ethereum? This is what's coming for Ethereum. Hopefully in March, mid-March, if they don't push it back. All right, let's continue on. I mean, this is a no-brainer. If you've been active in this space over the last few months, you could probably not even have to look at the data, and you could probably guess what the most used blockchain is nowadays. And yeah, it's Solana. Surpasses all other blockchains combined in 24-hour on-chain trading volume. Dominance, 52%. Over half of the activity happening on chain is on Solana, and then it breaks down between Ethereum, Binance, Arbitrum, Base, Sui, and Hyperliquid. Pretty crazy to see Hyperliquid on this list because, I mean, they became very, very popular over the last, I guess you can say 2 months. So, yeah, very, very good tech. Good tech. All right, Marty Party over here telling us to accumulate SOL under $300 and move to self-custody immediately. That's what you should do anyway. Move your crypto to self-custody so you own it, so no one else can take it away from you unless you're, I don't want to say it, but unless you're hacked or scammed or you get scammed. But if you follow good blockchain practices, you shouldn't. And this is weird. Sol wicked to more than $450 USDT on chain. This is pretty wild. Is that if it wicks, it sticks? So yeah, are we going to see a $451 Solana in the coming future? I wonder what caused this. Yeah, fill the wick. That's what I said. I see the future. Got to fill the wick. Imagine getting filled on that. So yeah, imagine you had like a sell order up there at like 450 and it catches your sell order. Hopefully not I don't know why anyone would have a buy order up there. Yeah, that's very weird on-chain activity. For the first time ever, Solana beats Ethereum by monthly stablecoin growth. So for the longest time, Ethereum was the breadwinner for adding the market cap of stablecoins to the Ethereum network. Not anymore. Solana beats Ethereum. Incredible for Solana holders. More dry powder. I'd say stablecoins are essentially dry powder, sitting on the sidelines waiting to scoop up tokens. Most of it is going on Solana nowadays. It is leaving Tron and Arbitrum. It is leaving Arbitrum because everybody is putting USDC onto Arbitrum, which is a layer 2 on Ethereum, and then bridging that to Hyperliquid, which is an L3 on Ethereum, essentially, because the only path in is, as of right now, is USDC. Base is gaining a little bit. BNB, ton, Polygon. I guess I would say I would make a bet that this Polygon increase in USDC and USDT and stablecoin balance is due to Polymarket, because Polymarket works on Polygon for withdrawals and deposits. And let's see, CeeLo up here. Okay, Mantel is actually up today. Mantel is one of the top gainers, or it was. Where'd it go? Mantel was literally at the top gainer this morning. Where'd Mantel go? Did Mantel just like sell off like crazy? Or maybe it got bumped out of the top 100? Yeah, it was a top gainer today. Not anymore. What rank? Yeah, bumped out of the top 100. What am I thinking? It's ranked 36. How's it doing all time? I mean, that looks great. And that looks great. Maybe another leg up soon. 3.97 billion market cap. Let me get a refresher on what Mantel is. Mass adoption of token governed technologies with Mantel Network, Ethereum's largest L2 network with ZK proofs, Mantel Treasury, and a token holder governed roadmap for product and initiatives. All right, so let's hit explore. All right, we're on their DApp. What can I do on here? Ondo, institutional grade finance on chain. What's this? Oh, this brings you to Ondo. Okay. I would like to learn more. Rate your experience. How likely are you to recommend Mantel to a friend after looking at their website for 30 seconds? I'm sitting on the fence on that one. We build Mantel powered products on Ethereum. Native ETH asset. METH protocol is a liquid ETH staking and restaking protocol that maximizes yield. All right, so they have their own liquid version of ETH. Stable backed yield asset partnerships. Athena USD get 20% of Mantle Treasury earnings are in Athena. Okay, native BTC assets. We're working with initiatives that boost user gains and fortify the ecosystem. I've seen governance a lot on here, so I mean, they're letting the community of holders decide what is going on Mantle Network. I guarantee you, if you have Mantle and you vote, you'll probably earn Mantle. That's what I would. That's what I would hope. Welcome to the new Snapshot. Introducing the next evolution of Snapshot with a brand new interface support for on-chain voting, proposal execution, and many more governance enhancements. I mean, when I hear the word snapshot, what I think of is like taking a snapshot of the blockchain, like at a certain time frame, and like if you qualify before that snapshot, then that's what they like count for, like an airdrop. Okay, cool. So this is from CZ. As the US becomes more business friendly again, other countries must work harder to retain its business attractiveness with crypto. A16Z cuts UK crypto plans as it shifts focus to Trump era US opportunities. So this is exactly what I've been saying and what a lot of people have been saying. With more friendly crypto administration, more projects and protocols and blockchains and VC firms are going to move back to the United States or just pack up shop and travel to the United States to have their business here. Lovely. And Andreessen Horowitz is closing its London office, which is the owner, I guess you could say, the CEO of A16Z. Its London office and shifting focus back to the U.S. The firm cited Donald Trump's administration's favorable stance on crypto policies as a reason to return to the United States. So they're right there in bold letters from Cointelegraph as the reason why they're coming over. Welcome, A16Z. All right, Rumble Wallet. And you guys use Rumble? I know I watch DrDisrespect. Love him or hate him. But he has been, I think he's actually a co-owner of Rumble now. He is now streaming on Rumble and also YouTube. But if this has crypto incorporated into it, which I'm assuming it will, then I see right there. There's USDT, there's Bitcoin, USDT. So you'll be able to, I guess, send, receive, tip people, probably gift people Rumble premium accounts. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, I'd say when it comes to the cutting edge technology and the next evolution of these streaming services, I'd say Rumble is right up there at the forefront of, innovative technology and like implementing what people are asking for. YouTube, maybe YouTube will come out with a wallet soon. So maybe we can receive crypto tips. I mean, we're in the year 2025 and Rumble already has this coming. I thought Dr. Diddler got canceled. I'm not going to really comment on it, but he won the court case. This is what I will say. He won the court case with Twitch. There was no wrongdoing on his part. He didn't get arrested. He didn't get in trouble at all. He won the case. And an old Twitch employee leaked false information, which brought it all to light again. And I think he's still in the YouTube creator program, like trying to get it back so he can receive subscriptions and stuff like that again. I don't know. That's what I'll say about it. He is funny. That's why I watch him. All right, Anthony Papliano, after taking a little time off, doing ads for mattresses, he's back to talking about Bitcoin and crypto. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, let's see if I can find this. Let's see. Let's see.
You want to see the greatest ad read of all time? When you go to sleep every night and you wake up, you're groggy, you don't feel well, or it feels like you got no energy, that's because you're not sleeping on an 8 Sleep. Go get an 8 Sleep mattress. Thermo-regulated, real nice and cold. And once you sleep on it, you never go back. 8sleep.com/pomp. And when you get there, tell them, nobody reads ads like me. You want to see the greatest ad read of all time? When you go to sleep every...
Okay, so he's done shilling. He's done shilling mattresses. Now he's back to crypto.
Happening in the United States.
Sorry about that. 1 second.
So, Anthony, you know, there's a lot of talk about deregulation by this administration, but there is a need for specific regulation so that people feel more comfortable investing in this stuff, right?
Yeah, well, look, I think that the rules exist in traditional finance are going to apply.
Hey, the blockchain basement is in the chat. What is going on? I miss you. I miss you, Drew and Isaac.
Here as well. So if you commit fraud, you're going to get in trouble. If you break the law, you're going to get in trouble. What the people in the crypto industry really want is they want to have the clarity. They don't want to actually be discriminated against for participating in this industry. You know, Bitcoin is a decentralized asset, which has kind of put a lot of regulators' heads in a blender because how do we deal with this decentralized asset? But what we do know is that this asset is probably the single most important asset in finance today. There's only 21 million of them available. When I talk to macro funds and CIOs and I ask them, what is the data point you look at when you come in the morning? They look at global liquidity, they look at the Bitcoin price, and then they go look at everything else. And the reason is because Bitcoin is so sensitive to.
I think that's a really good point he made.
And then they go look at everything. What is the data point you look at when you come in the morning?
So what do the big guys look at when they come into the office in the morning?
They look at global liquidity, they look at the Bitcoin price, and then they go look at everything else. And the reason is because Bitcoin is so sensitive to all of these different factors. And so if you have an asset that is that important to these investors, we need to go ahead and unshackle it, let it trade in a free market, and get back to what America was built on. And
now, if you let it trade, one thing I've always wondered about Bitcoin, unlike gold, which is another option that if you're worried about inflation, you want an alternative to the U.S. dollar, Bitcoin can be grown at whatever level they decide. Is there?
This guy clearly was not even listening to when Anthony Papano said there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. So what the F is he talking about?
You want an alternative to the U.S. dollar. Bitcoin can be grown at whatever level they decide. Is there?
This is the guy that has the job as the, I guess you could say, finance anchor on Fox News. What the fuck is he talking about? Who are they? And again, Bitcoin, 21 million supply.
Which is another option that if you're worried about inflation, you want an alternative to the U.S. dollar. Bitcoin can be grown at whatever level they decide. Is there a danger that once they have that freedom to print more?
He is, this guy's such a boomer. He thinks that they could print Bitcoin like they could print money at the Federal Reserve. What the fuck? I'm surprised Anthony was just like, he didn't respond with, yo, were you just not listening to what I said? Do you not know anything about Bitcoin?
There might be an anti-inflationary effect on the price of the stock.
Yes, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and so from that,
that's the second time he said that this interview.
On the price of the stock.
Yes, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. And so from that standpoint, it's a very finite, defined asset. And what I think is more interesting is that it trades 24/7, 365. So if you look at the U.S. stock market, the stock market is closed more hours a week than it's open. But what all these young people are saying to themselves is, wait a second, there's a global world of investors that want to access this, regardless of what the time of day is or which day it is. And so what we see with the United States now is a lot of people in the traditional markets say that public markets are less popular today than they've ever been. There used to be 8,000 publicly traded companies. Now there's only 4,000. But what they don't realize is that this younger generation, they're actually participating in public markets. They're playing with tens of thousands of coins that are publicly traded. They're just not playing in the legacy public market. And so when you look at that, you say, look, investors want liquidity. They want to participate. But what we've seen is a regulatory environment that has actually precluded this happening in the United States.
Very quickly, the crypto stockpile that we hear a lot about, it's does that mean that we're going to need sort of another kind of Federal Reserve to deal with crypto the way the Federal Reserve deals with the dollar?
My understanding is that the United States needs to do nothing else. The single most important thing right now is we should go and buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can. Other countries are accumulating Bitcoin. There's only 21 million. Every single day that we wait, we will have to pay a higher price.
That's the third time he said there's only ever going to be 21 million. And this dumbass is still not like commented on that.
In terms of regulation, will there be a federal entity that it seems to run counter the philosophy of cryptocurrency quickly?
No, I think that the U.S. government can go ahead and do it. If Donald Trump puts out an executive order, we can start accumulating today.
Anthony, great stuff.
Yeah. So within this interview, he said that there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin 3 times. And he said it way in the beginning. This guy is like, but the people they could print more Bitcoins. And then he responds with, there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And then at the end, he reminds the audience again, there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. All right, so 2 things. Snake meme coin coming to Kraken. Yes, it is. That's not it. Where is it? Here it is. Welcome to our roadmap. Here is the BD and asset listings for Kraken. So this guy is, I guess you could say, in charge of it. All right, so you got Act, dogs, not the dogs on Bitcoin. This is that Telegram dogs coin. Magic Eden, Pudgy Penguins. So like, thank God. So this is what makes me want to switch over to Kraken. They're actually listening and they're actually in the trenches. Magic Eden, Pudgy Penguins. I don't believe Magic Eden is on Coinbase yet. Pudgy Penguins is not on Coinbase. You got Usual, Chronos, Grass. We've talked about Grass. If you want to farm Grass, you can get the link in the airdrop channel of the Telegram. Move, Sigma, WorldCoin, Cyber, Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 Inu. Notcoin, which is another Telegram token. There you go. Snake. And then Zerebro, we talked about on this channel. Okay, so I did see, this is the second thing I noticed while that was playing. Please help me on how to buy Solana ETF. First off, welcome, Wealth. You cannot buy the Solana ETF yet. But why would you want to? Just buy Solana and self-custody it. It's better. It's better than owning the Solana ETF. How do you stake Arrow? You head over to Arrow. Drome. Head over to Aerodrome. And I believe it's under vote or lock. It always takes a second for Aerodrome to catch up. All right. Gain greater voting power and higher rewards by locking more tokens for longer. Create lock. There you go. Right there. You can lock it for 7 days, 1 year, 2 years, up to 4 years. And then you are going to receive, locking will give you an NFT referred to as a VNFT. You can increase the lock amount or extend the lock time at any point after. Do not burn your NFT. So that's how you do like native staking for Arrow on Aerodrome. What we have done is we've added liquidity to the USDC Arrow pool. It's under basic volatility, so it auto balances for you. You don't have to set it in a range and monitor it. That's concentrated volatility. This is basic. So we put in equal parts USDC and Arrow, and we're earning 41.87%. When this pool first opened up a few months ago, no, you don't have to. You can use it to get rewards for other people using Aerodrome. And I believe by doing this, you can also vote. You can vote on different proposals, I believe. Incentives, let's see this. Incentives are usually provided by the protocol. By continuing with the next step, you acknowledge. Yeah, I'm not really sure what incentives is. But yeah, lock, you would create a lock. Or you can, looks like you can also join into other people's, which gives you different amounts of APR. But I would learn more about these pools. So this one's at 64%. What am I depositing? But anyway, yeah, we're in this pool. And when we first got into it, we were earning like 69%. Right now, we have $42 in Arrow rewards that we can claim whenever we want to. So make sure after you stake your tokens that you stake your liquidity pool tokens so you can get the liquidity rewards. And then I wanted to mention one more thing. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to add to my position. So I'm gonna probably off stream, I'll send some Arrow and some USDC in equal parts, and then I'll deposit it. So yeah, just my stake grows and I earn more emissions. All right, so I went over that. Rumble Wallet, Anthony Papano. Yeah, it was higher when there was less people in it, but as people go in, the APR goes, or APY goes down. I just thought this was funny. So OKX is calling for the AI XBT fam. Whether you're new to trading or a seasoned pro, don't miss out on our 250K IXBT trade and earn pool. Sign up here. And then AIXBT commented on this. Trade and earn pools are dead. You're late to the party. And they ratioed the actual tweet by like 3x. 1,300 likes, almost 400 likes. And this is the official OKX account with 5.7 million followers. And AIXBT only has under 500,000 followers. So, I mean, yeah, I would give AIXBT a follow and turn notifications on. He is a good analyst, a crypto analyst. And you can ask him questions too. You can just add him and ask him whatever you want. All right, here we go. This is what I was mentioning earlier in the stream. Trump now owns over 230 million in ETH, 55,000 ETH, and 14,700 staked, Lido staked Ethereum. Strategic Ethereum Reserve. This is his World Liberty Finance, so it's not tied into like a crypto strategic reserve. But yeah, he's bullish on ETH. I think if Ethereum can finally get its transactions down, King Koopa said it best. Wouldn't it be nice if Ethereum was actually affordable to transact on? Base def makes it a lot affordable, just need to get more adoption. Yeah, I mean, coming from somebody who was in crypto in 2017, we essentially, in America, only had Ethereum. You could only transact on the Ethereum network, and I guess you could say Polygon was there a little time afterward, but there wasn't really much on Polygon. And the main reason to get onto layer 2s, for me at least, was to avoid the gas fee. So you actually had to like be mindful of, okay, I want to buy this token. There is liquidity on the Polygon network, but now I got to bridge over my Ethereum to Polygon. And I mean, back in the day, that was like 30, 40 bucks. It's still like that today sometimes. There are better bridges that we actually have used on this channel. And one of them just had an airdrop. Orbiter. Actually, let's go to it from X. Orbiter. If you ever need a bridge, I would use either Orbiter Finance. Orbiter Finance. All right, our wallet is already connected. So Orbiter has less options, but it's a really fast and pretty cheap bridge. It has a lot of blockchains, but it has less options for what you can actually bridge. Mainly ETH, USDC, USDT, Bitcoin. But then you, if it doesn't have what you want on Orbiter, you can go to dBridge. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, Tyler. All right, so yeah, here's another place to bridge. If what you're looking for is not on Orbiter, then you can use dBridge. And both of these, Orbiter and dBridge, have like a point system. So by just bridging, you're getting points, and most likely that will qualify you for the airdrop. Which I've received my dBridge, or I received my Orbiter airdrop, and if I claimed it and sold it at the top, it would have been worth like $230 just for literally like using their platform, not farming it, not farming, bridging back and forth between all these networks, just literally using it so I can get crypto from one blockchain to another. So dBridge is good for more options when it comes to tokens, but less options when it comes to the available blockchains to bridge to and from. So they have Ethereum, Arbitrum, Phantom Base, Gnosis, Chronos, Metis, Hyperliquid, Linea. You see them, you can read, you have eyes. So if it's not available for you on Orbiter, use dBridge. Smash the like button for this, man. Appreciate you, Tyler. Appreciate you. So yeah, back to Aerodrome. It would be a lock. It would be a lock, I believe, and create a lock. But for me, hopefully not for you, but probably it takes a little bit for Aerodrome to load. All right, so this is increasing voting power. And then what you would do is you would go over to vote. And I believe you need to create a lock in order to start voting. Locking will give you an NFT, also referred to as that VNFT. So I have not done this, but here are like the rewards for like voting in these pools. 80%, 84%, 50%, 70%. So I would experiment with it. Or I bet you people have made videos on Aerodrome creating a lock and then voting. Total fees generated 7.3 million. Total incentives 73,000. Total rewards 7.4 million. New emissions, yada yada. I would probably, this is what I would do to just test it out and then like learn. Probably I would do like 7 days. Maybe do like, I don't know, 50 Aero, which is like $40. Or no, 50 Aero is around $50. I think Aero is about $1.06. I'm always worried about impermanent loss. So that is so impermanent loss really happens when you're adding liquidity to like a super, super volatile meme coin where like, let's say you do not set up the liquidity pool correctly. You could be like DCAing from like, let's say it's like a Solana and a shitcoin. You could be DCAing out of Solana into the shitcoin, but what you want to happen is the opposite. You DCA out of the shitcoin into Solana. Impermanent loss cannot happen on a basic volatile pool. So when you're entering into a liquidity pool position, look right here. Concentrated, basic, volatile, concentrated, basic. If you are unfamiliar with how to add liquidity into a concentrated pool, just go to a basic volatile pool. So that way it auto balances your position for you. All right. So you can go to concentrated or you can go to stable, basic, stable, basic, stable. Yeah. I got into crypto in early 2021 and remembered ETH gas fees being horrible. Buying a coin for $50, paying $60 gas fee. It was brutal after finding PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain was so much nicer. Yeah, so that back in the day, I think my path to get onto the Binance Smart Chain was so wonky. I had to have a crypto.com account. So I would send funds. I would send XLM from Coinbase to crypto.com, which would be like, it would be like instant and it would cost like pennies. If I were to send Ethereum from Coinbase to crypto.com, I would have to deal with the gas fee on Ethereum. So it could be 7, 8, 10, 15, $20, depending on the network activity on Ethereum. So after I got my XLM onto crypto.com, I would swap that into, I believe, Bitcoin. And then I would swap that Bitcoin into BNB. And then I would send that BNB out on the Binance Smart Chain from crypto.com because crypto.com had that feature. You can't even buy BNB on Coinbase, and you can't send out BNB to the BNB network on Coinbase because they don't have that network. And understandably, because that's Binance. That's like one of their direct competitors, I guess you could say. We need Solana and Base. Don't feel like many people use Binance Smart Chain anymore. It's all Solana, a little bit of Base. Yeah, what was that? Right here. Right here. This is Stablecoin Growth. So most people are trying to get their stablecoins onto Solana and Ethereum, Base, a little bit of BNB, so that they can use it. They can deploy it on chain. All right, let's see what else I got for you guys. I went over that. Yep. Solana is about to explode to $324. Formed symmetrical triangle pattern on the 2-hour time frame, and we already broke out of it. Big resistance level also at 266. The moment we break it, Solana bears are in trouble. This is from juicy.soul, juicy_world. Big update in a few hours. Let's see. Has he posted anything? Not really. All right, let's look at the trading view chart. Oh yeah, and then back in 2021 when NFTs were going crazy, and I fell into the Soul is ? What do you mean, trashy? This was Snake the other day. Snake just got listed on Kraken, or will be listed on Kraken very, very soon. This was my speculation on what's going to happen. We got the green dot, just like I said. And I'm expecting maybe we either get a red dot up here above the 0 line. The 0 line is literally right between the top and the bottom here behind my head. I can move it out for a second. 0 line right there. Soul is being pumped right now. I'm saying that gentleman was calling for a, let's see, out of this this symmetrical triangle pattern on the 2-hour time frame, and it broke out of that symmetrical triangle to the upside. This was posted at 3:30 a.m. So about 14 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 12 hours ago, something like that. So let's see what Solana's doing right now. All right, so that was the 2-hour time frame. I don't have TradingView Pro, so I don't have that time frame. But essentially, let's see. The 18th, 19th, 20th, midday on the 19th, and all the way back to the 18th. Yeah, so I mean, this is the pattern right here. Essentially, something like that. Something like that. Very, very similar to, very, very similar, right? But hold on, I don't want to show you this yet. Let's go back to TradingView. So this price target would be somewhere along this, up to $364. Very, very close to his price prediction. And I guess you could even say that this is retesting. This could be retesting resistance flip support. Although right now on this 4-hour time frame, we do have a red dot that has not confirmed, but it's printed right there right now. The last time it printed one was 2 days ago, and we went down about 11%. Again, I feel like this could just bring us down maybe 5% from our previous high of $268 and touch the top of the triangle, ascending triangle pattern. All right, there's a lot of text here. I seen Bored Apes in the beginning for $800, and I was like, F that. I'm not spending 800 on a JPEG. Bought some other NFT for like $50 to $100. Boy, was that the huge miss. We like-minded right there. That was my same exact mindset. Oh, these are already so expensive. I'm gonna mint these other pieces of crap that are gonna go to zero. Obviously, hindsight 2020. Haven't really had any luck on NFTs at all. After I kind of got out of the mindset of like, I'm not just going to be minting any random project that comes out. I'm going to buy some Yuga assets. So I bought a Mutant Ape and I've staked it. I've had my Mutant Ape staked for probably two years now. I've generated probably over $2,000-$3,000 just from that one pool. I'm actually curious how much I have right now. Let's check. All right. So I have like $1,000 of ape coin right now, and I have 186 ape unclaimed. So let's see what the ape price is at. Let's see. I think Gordon Goner, one of the founders of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, he tweeted something out the other day saying that like he tweeted something out the other day he messaged in the Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord that there is going to be more coming to the Bored Ape and the other side metaverse because of the sober regulatory clarity coming to the United States. That was the language he used. But over the last few days, I believe the Bored Apes have gone up a little bit in price. I'm on Solana. Let me go to Ethereum. Bored Ape Yacht Club. All right, so they're down a little bit today, but I believe they were up the other day, like yesterday and the day before when he came out with that announcement. Regardless, I still have faith in the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem. I think they have a few tricks up their sleeve, and I have an other side land, so I'm looking forward to being able to use it someday. It's at 0.179 Ethereum. I think that is definitely up in the last few weeks. Let's go to not analytics. I want to go to the not the activity. I guess we're on the chart. So they got to as high as 0.2. All right. I mean, they've been kind of steady actually. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like Bored Apes and Cyberkongs. Cyberkongs were going for like 100, 200 Ethereum. Back when I think if you staked your Cyberkong, you were getting their currency called bananas. And I think it was coming out to like $200 or $300 a day for the Genesis Cyberkongs. Trashy doesn't think that Solana could ever get to that high. No, he says no shot. I guess not everyone is going to be bullish on Solana, even though it's capturing over half of the network activity across all blockchains. Our president just launched a meme coin on it. There's probably going to be an NFT. Stablecoin volume is skyrocketing. Yeah, but no shot. I think Solana's done for. Please look at Brat. It's an interactive Minecraft live streaming AI agent. That's solid yet. I had a chance to buy a Mutant Ape when they were between 2 and 4 ETH, but still just didn't want to spend the money at the time, but I had the money for it during the bull run of 2021. Yeah, it was always my plan to eventually own a mutant, and I was able to save up during the bear market. Like 7 Ethereum I spent on mine. So I kind of am upset that I spent 7 Ethereum and then they got all the way down to 2 Ethereum. But what are you going to do? I still am making money staking ApeCoin with my ape, which generates me more ApeCoin. Yeah, crypto naughty. Anyone fading soul clearly doesn't understand the space. I would have to 100% agree with you. Mutants went up to 40 ETH. And Bored Apes went up to 150 ETH. So yeah, they were at one time worth, I think, over $250,000 for a Bored Ape. All right, so what do I got for you? The rest, crypto czar David Sachs reveals what U.S. Bitcoin holders can expect over the Trump's next 4 years. I have not listened to this yet. This is 6 minutes long. Do you guys want to listen?
The man the president says is the man. David, thank you for joining us. First of all, second of all,
every derivative that is not a part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club is just that. A derivative that's not a part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, especially not on SWE. Bored Ape SWE Club, no, that is not connected at all.
is this promises made, promises kept? Because Donald Trump said on July 27th that he would stop federal agencies from targeting the crypto industry. He made good on that promise today, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, President Trump campaigned to be the first crypto president. He gave a now famous speech in Nashville where he described how he was going to change the regulatory environment for crypto, and he has now acted on that.
Yeah, I used to kind of be salty about Solana too, since they were so tied into FTX. But then after around $40-50, I was like, fuck it, dude. I am not going to watch this thing go up to $250 and not have a bag. So I stacked so much Solana, $40-50. Speaking of NFTs, how are chonks doing? At one point they were above mint price. I haven't actually looked at them in a while. I speculated on the mint because it seemed like tens of thousands of other people were minting them. Here is my chunk, one of my chunks. Let's see if I can find them on Coinbase. There you go, right there. I don't know why my my website is having such a hard time loading. Oh, that sucks. What the hell is this wanting me to do? Oh, wants me to connect to OpenSea. This is why you should never just blindly just confirm things that pop up on your MetaMask. Even though it's safe to connect to OpenSea, you always want to read what you're signing. Yeah, at one point these things were at 0.01 ETH. They have fallen. Oh well. That's what you get. That's what I get for minting an NFT. It was 0.01. All right, so let's go back.
That promise. He signed this executive order today. He's directed our working group to produce a regulatory framework that's going to encourage innovation in crypto in the...
I'm sorry I keep on pausing, but King Koopa is hitting the nail on the head today. And yes, it always had all these outages and stoppages. Later, I learned, or it was speculated, that Sam Bankman-Fried was stopping the chain on purpose so he could do some shady shit behind the scenes. But ever since he's been in prison or jail, there has been no Solana outages. Even after Donald Trump launches memecoin, I don't think there could be a more bullish scenario for network activity on Solana than Donald Trump launching a memecoin. And I'd say the network worked flawlessly. It was the internet providing for like the wallet apps, and then it was Coinbase having a shitty infrastructure, not allowing sends of Solana. It was taking like days, hours and days to get and receive Solana or send Solana. But yeah, all that has seemed to have gone away.
The United States, keeping the industry onshore rather than driving it offshore, which is what was happening under the Biden administration.
I want to get to that framework in just a second. First, the executive order halts what President Trump calls aggressive enforcement actions and overreach. What is he talking about there?
Yeah, well, Edward, for the last 4 years, the Biden administration has basically prosecuted and persecuted crypto companies, really driving them offshore. I've heard so many outrageous stories by founders, by entrepreneurs, the Biden administration would not tell them what the rules of the road were, and they would then get prosecuted. And what the industry wants more than anything else is regulatory clarity. They're saying, just tell us what the rules are, we will abide by them. And the Biden administration would never do that. And because of that, all the innovation was basically moving offshore, and America was about to lose this technology of the future. And we want that innovation happening here in the United States, and I think it now will happen in the United States because President Trump has declared that the U.S. must be the crypto capital of the world.
So it creates this working group that you will chair. What will you be looking for, and what type of guidelines are you looking to put out?
Yeah, so a few areas. So number one, market structure. We need to define what is a security, what's a commodity, what's a digital asset or collectible. So there's a few different categories here. So defining the market structure is important. Second area is stable coins. I think stable coins are a really interesting area. It gives us the opportunity to extend the dollar's dominance internationally. We can basically create a digital dollar that people all over the world will use. And then the third area that we're going to look at is we're evaluating this national stockpile for digital assets. We haven't created it yet, but we're going to study that issue.
So looking at the stockpile, haven't made the decision to go forward? Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. Yeah, we're going to evaluate that. We have not decided to do it yet. But we need to study that.
Is crypto an asset or a currency then?
Well, when you're talking about digital assets, it can be multiple things. I mean, you've got digital assets that are securities, you've got digital assets that are commodities, you've got digital assets that are collectibles like NFTs or meme coins. So, you're talking about
I love this guy, man. He knows all of his big crypto words.
A whole vast area of innovation. And so digital assets can be a number of different things, and that's why you need a clear regulatory framework that says, which areas are which. What are the definitions? And that's what founders need. Founders just need clarity around those definitions. They need to know what the rules of the road are so that they can abide by those rules and be confident that if they succeed in the United States, they're not going to get arbitrarily prosecuted.
So how far is the U.S. behind, do you believe, the rest of the world, and how fast will this help catch up?
We're going to catch up really fast. I mean, the innovation was starting to move offshore. There are places like Singapore, even places in Europe that were ahead of us. But now I think it's going to change very fast. Really, if you look at Silicon Valley and the technology industry in general, the U.S. leads in virtually every category, and crypto is one of the few exceptions. And I think that's going to be very, very quickly rectified because of President Trump's executive order today.
I want to get your take on the Trump coin, which started right before he took office. Are you concerned about a conflict of interest there?
I don't think so. I think the Trump coin is a collectible. Like I mentioned, there's different categories of digital assets. That's a collectible. It's like a baseball card or a stamp. People buy it because they want to commemorate something. So this is just my personal opinion. I'm not a regulator, but my personal opinion is that it's totally fine.
So this executive order bans agencies from developing a central bank digital currency. Why is that?
Well, CBDCs are a real threat to freedom and liberty. What you're talking about there is moving to a central bank digital currency that would be run out of Washington by the Fed and would basically gradually replace cash and catalog everybody's transactions. And it could lead to new laws and dictates about how people spend their money. So I think people are very concerned that that could be an Orwellian path to go down. No one wants to go down that path. And I think we can create stable coins, basically digital dollars, without doing that. So the executive order is really clear. We want to create a regulatory framework for stable coins, but we don't want to go down the path of CBDCs.
But a digital currency for a government could be competition to Bitcoin. Did that play into that decision? Well,
I mean, any government can create a stable coin. So, but I think the U.S. Dollar is already the world's reserve currency. So I'm not really worried about competition there. I just want to extend, or I believe that what we should be doing is extending the dollar's dominance into digital areas, extend it online. And I think that could actually create trillions of dollars of demand for U.S. treasuries. It could be really useful to us in basically supporting our debt and also bringing down long-term interest rates.
David, in the last 30 seconds we have, you are also the AI, the artificial intelligence czar. The executive order was signed on that, making U.S. the capital of artificial intelligence. What does that mean going forward?
Well, like the president said at Davos today, we want to be number one. We want to be the global capital in artificial intelligence as well as crypto. These are two areas that are absolutely vital for the future. They're both cutting-edge technologies. The Biden administration had passed this 100-plus page EO of burdensome regulation. It was just unnecessarily cumbersome. The industry hated it. They were complaining about it. President Trump promised to rescind that Biden EO. He's done that now, and we're going to replace it with something much better.
taking the gloves off. We'll see, and we'll see what comes out of what you guys decide. David Sachs, thank you.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And thank you, Thomas Lean, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. So as David Sachs was talking, I was just charting out Donald Trump token. It's a collectible. It's totally fine. And I mean, these are just 3 lines that I drew because why not? One at around 3.22 billion market cap, another one at 4.5 billion. And we are very, very close approaching about 6 billion. I would be comfortable buying in any 3 of these areas. If we drop under 3 billion, I mean, I'd be very, very surprised. Maybe a wick under there. But if we get under that much, I would be surprised. All right. I have a few other things for you guys, and then we'll call it a week right there. All right. The first Bitcoin on-chain exchange on Solana has increased its capacity to 100 Z Bitcoin. More Z Bitcoin is on the way, with over 7 million USD in total on-chain volume accumulated between Bitcoin and Solana. This is just the beginning of a new era. Public launch soon. All right, so this has been essentially selling out so fast, getting into the Zeus network delegation of Zeus. I believe, yeah, this final delegation filled in a minute and 30 seconds. We've been trying to get in, but it just sells out so fast. But yeah, this is bringing Bitcoin over to Ethereum. And this almost makes me believe that they're going to come to other networks as well. Where was it where I was thinking that, actually? Just had an interview with the Zeus co-founder Justin, and I am even more bullish on Zeus. You know what it means? Bitcoin is really coming to Solana, but also other chains. You will find out more from the video. Stay tuned. So I guess this guy's coming out with a video of his interview with the co-founder of Zeus. And I'm just reading between the lines here. Other chains. So Zeus could be opening up to maybe like Sui, maybe Say. Maybe, I don't know, Avalanche, Polygon, you name it. Why not? All right, went over that. Roadmap for items added to Kraken, Sneck, Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 in you. I think this is the first time a major exchange has listed Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin, but Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 in you Bitcoin. I was talking about this on Blockchain Basement, like probably before anyone else was. Not even kidding. Let's check out Bitcoin, which is Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 in you. I don't think any of these are the correct one though. Let's just type it out. Jeez. All right, let's find the contract on CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin. I believe this is it. 152 million market cap. It got as high as a 350 million market cap. And I think, all right, so let's get the contract address so I can find where I was mentioning it. Nope, these aren't, here it is. 153 million, 10.7 million in liquidity. All right, the daily. This thing has had a nice steady, not steady, this thing has had a nice volatile history of going up almost 2,000%, crashing 77%, going up almost 3x, crashing 82%. What was this percent gain? Almost a 6x there, crashing 52%. I mean, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 in you gives you so many opportunities to get in. All right, let's count them. I was talking about it down here, by the way. All right, so you obviously had the opportunity to get in if you were watching Blockchain Basement about a year and a half ago. So here's an opportunity, another opportunity. I'll call this half an opportunity. This would be the opportunity. Opportunity. So let's see. That's already 71% down. Currently 56. So maybe I would wait for another like 10%. Let's just draw a circle right there. Oh, you guys want to see something funny? I was charting sugar. I was charting sugar on this channel because I think DZ mentioned it to me. I made a quick 2x on it. I took out my initial, and now I just have house money riding on sugar. But look at this. Look at this charting by myself. So I put this in two categories. Either we were going to pump to a new all-time high, or maybe get back up to all-time high, or we were just going to fizzle out into nothing. Looks like we're fizzling out into nothing. And I swear to God, this line, this squiggly line, was posted probably all the way back here. I did this squiggly line probably mid-December, December 15th of 2024. And I mean, I kid you not, look at how closely it's following my line. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was following this line. Not that. I wish it was following this line up here. Turned out to be the opposite, but hey, look at that charting. Look at that charting. I can predict the future sometimes. Okay. All right. President Trump signs crypto executive order. In case you missed it, no CBDCs, Bitcoin stockpile, stablecoin regulation, SAB 121 gone. Banks can now custody crypto, Bitcoin. This could lead to a flood of banks jumping into the crypto custody game. Which, all right, so here's my two thoughts on this. One, own your own Bitcoin. Don't have a bank custody your Bitcoin, because they might pull some bullshit where they don't have to hold your asset 1-to-1, and then they can lend it out and then make money on interest. Two, if they FDIC insure it for 250 grand, hey, maybe it's a good idea to keep maybe like 2 Bitcoin in there. But then after Bitcoin reaches $150,000, I would take out that 50 to 100 grand. So it's capped at $250,000. So you're FDIC insured. So that is yet to be a thing yet. But I mean, it could be coming where banks FDIC insure your Bitcoin. And last but not least, I've been talking shit about Coinbase lately, just because of their infrastructure is not up to standard for Solana. So Mike Dundas, Coinbase holding up another transaction tonight, 5K, moving my business to Kraken. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, commented on this. Delay should be resolved now. Apologies for the trouble. Kraken is a great company. Also, hope you'll continue to work with us both. Kraken Exchange, new Kraken ad just dropped. I just thought this was funny. It's not funny that Coinbase, being supposed to be one of the leaders in crypto, having issues with their infrastructure, especially for one of the most used blockchains right now being Solana. You got to up your game over there, Coinbase. All right. Well, that's the episode. An hour and a half. Holy shit. I mean, it was a good one. It was a good episode. I'm glad you guys joined me. Give us a follow over here on YouTube, Degen Alpha, and on X at Degen Alpha Show. And I will see you guys on Monday. Monday around 4:15, 4:30. I will post when I go live in the Telegram channel. So also jump in there. Jump in the Telegram. And I will see you guys on Monday. Be blessed. Taco out.